good morning or afternoon wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope that you liked the video. If you do, it would really mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel since I'm small and I'm trying to grow. Did you like my pitch? Anyways, so in today's video, I thought that it would be super fun to recreate the iconic Adriana Lima's iconic look photo. I mean, she's stunning. This was a photo of her when she was a bit younger. I actually didn't realize that she was in her 40s. That was a little bit of a shock for me. Just because obviously everybody gets older, but I didn't realize that she was in her 40s already. I thought that she was still like in her 30s. You know, I didn't know that. I don't know how old Bella Hadid is, but I thought that they were all kind of Victoria's Secret models in like the same age group. So that's why when I seen a recent photo of her, I was like, damn, she looks a little bit older than she does in the photos. I was like, I wonder how old she is. And she's 42, I think. 42, yeah. So crazy. I feel like all of the like iconic actors and, you know, Victoria's Secret models of my day are all getting quite old now. Like Brad Pitt's kind of old, Angelina Jolie, like they all I feel like bang, and they all looked a lot older than they did before. Like Jennifer Aniston, I don't know how she does it, but she looks very good for her age. I mean, they all do. They all look really good for their age. It's just she, for some reason, her and Anne Hathaway, they don't seem like Anne Hathaway in particular does not seem to age. She looks the same as she did years ago. Like, she's so effortlessly beautiful too, Anne Hathaway is. But let's not chit chat for too long. I hope my face is not feeling too crusty because I have not put any moisturizer on or anything. I'm gonna go in with my MCO Flawless Glow Filter. Now, if you have not got this, what are you doing? If you have the Charlotte Tilbury one, fair enough. But if you don't have any of these, it literally will change your life. No joke. This I can't, like this I just wear by itself sometimes. It just makes your skin look so like effortlessly pretty. So I just massage this into the skin. Now if you do get this, like look at that glow. I swear I say this every video, but it's true. It's so nice. If you do get this, please use your fingers to rub it in because the consistency is quite sticky. You want like your fingers like warm it up, so makes it seamless on the skin. Oh, it just looks so nice. Alright, that's the makeup done. I'm kidding. I actually got a new foundation. The Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Now, I picked this up just the other day. I have already used it like once, I think. And I like it. I like it a lot. So we're gonna use that today. Now, I refuse to get cat hairs on my face, so I'm just gonna pick them all off my brush before we start. Yes, now, where was I? By the way, this is quite full coverage. So if you like a full coverage foundation, this is nice for that. So obviously I follow a lot of other YouTubers, and a lot of them I have noticed, well, a lot of them are from America, and this is about coffee, all right? So stick with me. A lot of the influencers or whatever YouTubers that I watch, they all seem to drink Starbucks a lot. Now in Australia, if you drink Starbucks, you, to us, do not like good coffee. It's like a disgrace. It is. It's a disgrace to coffee. In Australia, our coffees are very, very simple and very, very, very good. Flat white, long black, cappuccino. They're quite simple. Everybody that I watch in America, when they go to order their little coffee at Starbucks, the order is like, can I please get a large cookie crunch frappuccino with pumpkin spice syrup with a dollop of extra whipped cream sprinkles on top, and then can I please add an extra pump of vanilla spice? Like, huh? What is that? Why are the orders so long, and what are you drinking? I don't understand it at all. Like, and then see, in Australia, depending on the size, like the shot that you get, if you get 1 shot, 2 shot, depending on that will depend on the size of cup you get. If you get 2 shots, then you get a large. If you get 1 shot, small. Usually. You guys get these massive cups with like whipped cream on the top and everything. I'm like, what is that? So, if I'm ever in America, because I've never been before, I'm gonna have to try one and see what the hype is about. Also, what is a pumpkin spice latte? To me, that sounds so gross. Does it have coffee in it or no? Is it like tea? I just know that our coffees are very, very different. Like, I like cappuccinos. I'm a cappuccino person. Or like just an iced latte with no sugars. I don't like sugar. But I do know that Australia, it's said, like, people say that Australia has some of the best coffee in the world. I know that Colombia and Brazil apparently are like #1, I think, for good coffee. But you know, a lot of our beans, like I get my beans sent to me from a little coffee place in Queensland, and a lot of the roasts are like Colombian, Guatemalan. So, you know, we're kind of copying them. So it makes sense as to why we've got some of the best coffee in the world then. Anyways, I love coffee. I grew up in a family full of coffee snobs. Now that my foundation is done, I'm going to start bronzing. So what I used to do with my makeup is I would do foundation, concealer, bronzer. But I always end up going back in with my concealer after my bronzer to clean up the bronzer. So I was like, why don't I just start doing bronzer second and then concealer? So we're gonna test it out. Now I am gonna test out the Rare Beauty like little contour stick. I'm not like 100% sure about it because it is quite orange, so we'll test it out. But I put it a little bit above my actual okay, that was quite above, but I put it above my jawline because when I blend it, it tends to blend down a little bit anyways. My partner's family are going to be here soon because they're all German. They're all coming over to Australia for Christmas because usually we go over to Germany for Christmas, and we've gone over 2 years, I think. So I said to them last year that it's their turn to come here, and it just turned into a thing. So his mom, his stepdad, his brother and his brother's girlfriend are all coming, and they're all going to stay with us. And would have been so nice if his best friend from Germany could have come too, because we're all very close. Like, he's almost like family as well. So that would have been so much fun, but I think he couldn't get work off or something like that, but it's still going to be so nice. The only thing is I'm like having so many, not issues, but I'm just thinking, I'm like, where am I going to put everybody? Because everyone's like 6 foot tall, 6 foot tall giants, and then like we live in a little 2-bedroom apartment in Sydney, and obviously people are like, oh, we'll just like rent somewhere. If you're not from Sydney, then you probably don't understand, but to rent anywhere basically in Sydney around, or like to get like a hotel room or anything around Sydney for a month, which they're staying, in the Christmas period, you're probably looking at a minimum of $5,000. $5,000, and it goes up to, it would go up into like the 30,000s. Sydney's ridiculous. Because then, you know, if you're not from Sydney as well, we have Sydney fireworks every year where they do it over the harbour bridge. It's like a huge thing, and it's like massive, and basically the whole of Sydney is like in the centre of Sydney near the harbour bridge on New Year's Eve, ready for these fireworks because they're like pretty spectacular. So I was like, oh, it would be so nice if I could rent like an Airbnb that has a view of the harbour bridge so that we don't have to deal with the crowds and we can just go and chill, because also a lot of the places are guarded. You've got to pay for entry, you're not allowed to drink, like you can't have any like drink or anything. So I was like, it'd be just nice to have an Airbnb. So I had a little look. I'll actually add a photo so you guys can see that the Airbnb was like, I can't even remember, but the photo will tell you it's for one night. It's just funny at this point, like, whatever. So we're gonna be with the crowds, obviously. I'm trying to figure out at what place we should go and watch the Sydney fireworks, because there's so many different viewpoints that you can go to. And obviously the closer you get, and there are like private islands where you can watch the fireworks from, but they're like $600 per person. And then there's like the Sydney Opera House bar where you can go to, and I was like, oh, I wonder how much that is. That's also $600 per person. See, I wouldn't mind doing that one year as like a special occasion, but like later on in life maybe. See, I would do that 100% if it was just like me and like maybe some friends or something, or my boy. Okay, now I'm just gonna contour my nose. Just gonna put a little bit under there, because this look is quite bronzy. So, and she has like, I don't know if she's got hooded eyes, but her eyes, like you can't see her lids very easily, and her eyebrows are quite close to her eyes. So I'm like gonna contour here quite a bit to try and give the same effect. Obviously I don't look like her, so I'm not gonna be able to get it exactly right, but I can still try. Me and my partner started watching, so I'm not too sure if like anybody likes animes. I'm not like I don't mind them. I think that they're amazing in their own little world of anime. Like the emotions that are portrayed through anime, I feel like is unmatched. So we started watching the live action version of One Piece. And before we watched it, I said to my partner, I was like, this is either going to be amazing or terrible, because I was like, there's just emotions and movements and stuff that are captured in anime that you just can't recreate with live action. You just can't. But to our surprise, it was amazing. We finished the first season and we're so sad because the second season won't come out till like end of next year, maybe start of 2025. And I loved it. It's such a good show. Obviously, like, I don't really have anything to compare it to because I haven't watched the actual anime of One Piece. But yeah, I spoiled some of it for myself because I kept on asking questions to my boyfriend. I'm like, who's that? Who's this? Has anybody actually found the One Piece yet? Actually, I should not say that. We're gonna scratch that because if anybody's watching this and they don't want to know, I don't want to spoil it for them. So if you're looking for a fun, harmless, it's harmless, a fun, harmless TV show, then it's like lighthearted, then you should definitely watch it. All right, we're gonna move on to blush. So this is what the face is looking like so far. I'm using my Westman Atelier blush, and since this look is quite bronzy, I didn't want to use a very pinky toned blush, so I'm using like a more like orange red kind of blush. I love this blush. Oh my god, this hair's everywhere. Also, sorry, I feel like I'm talking so much, but I hope that's okay. I hope you guys don't mind. I was on YouTube the other day and I was looking at GTA 6 announcements, and so many people, because apparently Rockstar put out this photo of, like, it gave the impression that it was going to be GTA 6, so everyone in the gaming community was going crazy thinking and like creating all of these conspiracies as to when they're going to release a trailer, and I got really excited, so I jumped on the bandwagon. Well, I didn't jump on the bandwagon, I just started like following daily updates because I'm like, oh, if they're all right and GTA 6 trailer comes out, like, there's a few reasons why I'm excited, because obviously I like GTA, so I'm gonna play GTA 6. But the biggest reason as to why I'm so excited, because once GTA 6 comes out, do you know what that means? That means that Red Dead Redemption 3 is in the works next. I can't wait. That's what I'm excited for. I can't wait for GTA 6 to come out so that I can get Red Dead Redemption 3. I think that they're already, like, they have to be already planning or working on Red Dead Redemption 3. I wonder what their storyline's gonna be for it. If anybody has played Red Dead Redemption 3, then you obviously know we're all in love with Arthur. Okay, we get it. He's amazing. I don't think a character's gonna top him, to be honest. I'm very curious as to what the next main character is gonna be, like who we play next. I wonder if it'll be anyone from the gang, or if it'll be somebody like completely new. If they're gonna go and do what happened in Blackwater. I don't know. I've watched a few like people on YouTube say what they think should be the next storyline, but I guess that there's only so much that they can do with that cowboy era before it turned into like more civilized times. So I don't know if they're gonna go back in time or if they're going to go forward in time. I'm curious. But if you have not played any like games before and you would like to, start with Red Dead Redemption. It's not hard. It's not a hard game to play. It's not like shooter focused or anything. It's like so focused on a story, and the story is incredible. I heard that they were thinking of bringing out an actual TV series about Red Dead Redemption, and I think Henry Saville said that he wanted to play Arthur. Now, I think that he would be a very good Arthur, in my opinion. But I also think that no one can, like Arthur's voice, like the voice actor that does Arthur, like how do you replace that? Come on. He's just iconic. I don't know. All right, now that our base face is done. So she has quite thin eyebrows. Our eyebrows are nice and low, so we're going to try and recreate that look. Now for eyebrows, I'm using my little Morphe gel pot. I got so sick of spending so much money on the sticks because they don't last very long, but these last so long, and then I just use a little angled brush. You just need like an oil. I just put argan oil in it to like soften it back up because it dries out quite easily. All right, now that my eyebrows are done, so it looks like she's doing quite like gray toned eyes. So with my little trusty palette, I am going to go in with this shade. I'm going to put it all over my lid. I'll zoom you guys in for this. Hello. My lips are kind of looking a bit crusty. Let me just quickly look at her photo. Yeah, so she's got the grey tones, and then she uses some shimmer as well as thick dark eyeliner on her eyes. So we're going to move it into eyeliner in just a second because I'm pretty fine with like just the grey tone not being too much, because it's the eyeliner that will make the eye look pop. Now, I don't usually suit a lot of eyeliner, so let's see how it looks. I don't think I'm going to use black because black is a little bit too harsh on me. I'm going to use a dark brown eyeliner. It's just like a little felt tip. Now, she doesn't have a wing because I don't think wings were in fashion back then. We're going to do a little wing anyways, just a little one. So just a very, very little one. Like so. See, I hate the feeling of doing like eyeliner. Just it tickles and it makes my eyes water a little bit. But we're gonna go in and try and do it as neatly as possible in the waterline. It's one eye done. Now let's do, well, for now, I'm gonna smudge it out in a second. Now let's just do this eye. Yeah, my eye's too watery for it to go in my waterline, so I'm just putting it under. Same with this one, I'm just gonna put it under a bit. Right, now I'm gonna smudge it out with my little angled brush and some of the brow. Just a tiny little bit of the brow stuff. I'm just gonna smudge it. Now let's put some mascara on. And then like lastly, I did notice that she has quite a defined like chin structure, so I was gonna just try and see if I can like contour my chin into that way. I don't know if it's doing anything. But lastly, I'm just gonna put on some lip liner and some lipstick. Looks like she's using like a very, very neutral, like pinky toned color, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Doesn't have super large lips, so I'm not gonna overline or anything. My lips feel so dry. And she has a prominent cupid's bow, so I'm just gonna go over our cupid's bow. I'm gonna go in with Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. I just realized before I finish, I didn't highlighter on my eyes, but she does have like a shimmer on her eyes. So I'm just gonna go in and put this like just on my lid and in my inner corner. Yeah, that's nice. And then I forgot to put highlighter on in general, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose as well. And just to highlight that quickly. I guess that makes this the finished makeup look. I'll just take these out. All right. Are we looking like Adriana Lima yet? No? That's fine. But I actually don't mind the way that this turned out. I think it's quite pretty. I mean, she's just stunning though, so never gonna look like her, but it was fun recreating this. So if you guys have like any recommendations on celebrities or famous people that you want me to recreate their looks, please let me know in the description, no, in the comments below. And maybe we could make this like, I don't know, a thing where sometimes I just do that. So yes, if you do have any recommendations, leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I appreciate you guys. So I hope you all have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.